Hi everybody, this is Matt. Thanks for watching and welcome back. Viewer question: Matt, have you immediately regretted purchasing a firearm in your life? Yeah, you bet I have. Two examples immediately come to mind. The first one involved a semi-automatic .22 rifle. This was back in the 1980s and it was called a Calico. And the thing that was unique about it, it had like a 100 round helically fed magazine that popped down on top. And I thought, hey, this is going to make for a great little plinking gun to take to the range. And once I got it home, started shooting it, it was problematic because I would get misfeeds so frequently that it just frustrated the daylights out of me. I think I had it for maybe 2 or 3 months and I traded it off for something else. It was that bad. The second one might surprise you. You've seen this before. This particular 1911 has given me a lot of grief. And it started with the purchase the moment I got it home. I got this from a dealer. The dealer said, hey, I'll sell this to you for only 25 bucks above what my cost is. And I'm like, hey, sounds like a deal. Get it home, go to clean it. I can't disassemble it. I can't get the slide off. And I pick up the phone, call the guy. I'm like, look, I don't want to hurt this thing, but I'm having issues getting this thing apart. And the guy's response was something to the effect of, well, you know, we're going out. Just keep fiddling with it. If you have problems tomorrow, call me. Maybe I'll take a look at it. Okay. About 45 minutes later, I got it apart. You know what the problem was? Rust, and tons of it. Now, on this particular Kimber, you have a steel upper and you have an aluminum lower. This upper slide just had rust all over it, even into the locking lug area, where you know the barrel is locking up tight with that slide, and rust was everywhere. And I'm like, my goodness, you know, I broke it all the way down, cleaned it and cleaned it and cleaned it, and got it so you know it would finally cycle and everything. The next day I took it to the range and I was getting failures to feed all over the place. It didn't matter what kind of ammo I was using. And at that point, I was really regretting the purchase. So I called the manufacturer up. I'm like, hey, what if I send this in to you and you take a look at it? And they're like, yeah, we could do an RMA on it. I'm like, all right, what's your turnaround time? Well, at that time, they quoted me that it could be like 3 or 4 months. I'm like, no, that's okay. I'll figure this out. So essentially what I did was I cleaned everything impeccably, put everything to a high gloss polish, as you can see, and even polished the ramps. Now, one little issue is you've got a steel barrel, but this little guy down underneath here, that lower feed ramp that you can't see, I believe it's made out of aluminum. So that can cause you issues sometimes with 1911s. Even with all the work that I've done on this, I still have failure to feed issues from time to time. And so to be quite honest, one day pretty soon it's going to get traded off. The other slight issue I have is, you see this little button here that is a safety plunger. You can't take that out unless you remove the sight, the rear sight. So yeah, this is going to go bye-bye. I'm not bashing Kimber or anything like that whatsoever. It just isn't my cup of tea, and it's been problematic. And I've had other firearms. I've had a Glock that I immediately got rid of because there was just something completely haywire with it. But I still like Glocks, still use them. And I know that you viewers have issues as well, because I've gotten messages from you where you've said, yeah, I went to the range and I noticed I had this flaking off the barrel. Is that normal? Or I went to the range and my rear sight went flying off, or something else strange happened. These are mechanical devices. They do break. As you are involved in the shooting sports, at any point in your journey, you're going to run into something that could be problematic for you. And the thing is, it just gives us a teachable moment a way to learn, and life goes on. But that's just the way it goes. So you just accept it and you move along. So anyway, thank you very much for the question. And thanks for watching as always. And everybody, have a good one and be safe out there.